Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dorian Show. Today I have a special guest. Let me tell you a little bit about this guy. He has a film minor degree.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
Film minor, but he's done more than a lot of film majors, some would say.
I don't know about that, but...
Also, he's a comedian. I see him a lot of flappers and fourth wall, and allegedly has a lot of hotties in his DMs.
Maybe we won't talk about that.
All right.
I don't want to jinx it, dude.
Give it up for Ganem McIntyre.
And allegedly? Really?
Well, it has to be allegedly, otherwise you have to show receipts.
That's true.
And we don't want to show the receipts for the babes.
Yeah, we don't. You gotta cook before. That's what the kids at work would say.
Yeah,
you gotta cook. Cook if you want to crack. That's what they say now.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
And what's crack like?
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
That's talking about intercourse, the kids out there?
Well, no. I mean, the kids, they're 18, 19, 20.
Oh, okay.
They're all probably a decade younger than me. They teach me. I know all their slang.
I see, dude. How's it going? What have you been up to? Feeling this hat, dude.
Oh, thank you. This is I got this in Harvard Square in Boston.
Oh, nice.
So
is that where you're from?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Manchester, New Hampshire, but that's the greater Boston area.
Oh,
I guess if for those of you who
I have no idea.
a lesson in New England.
I don't know any of that.
Oh yeah, because you're from San Francisco, right?
I am.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird. Like if you, I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like if you grew up in California, California is the only place that exists.
I mean, it feels like when you live
New
in
York,
California,
maybe, but I've never been to New York.
They are the two capitals, right?
Yeah.
But
there's some
Angeles
great cities
New
out
York.
there: Boston, Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, I've been
parts
to
of
Houston.
Texas.
Houston's really nice.
Really?
New Orleans, you ever been there? That's a I mean, it's really just their main street there.
I've really never been anywhere in the United States. I've left the country, but in terms of the great states, I have not traveled to much of it. Which a lot of people say, a lot of people that are not from here say Americans don't take advantage of that enough. They're you have such a huge country and there's so much to see.
I've never thought about that much. When I moved out here, I drove through the country and I went to a lot of different cities. So I spent a night in many different cities in America.
What were the sweetest spots?
Oh, sweetest spots? Vegas, I'm honestly just backtracking in my mind. Vegas is very cool. The closest place to Vegas was cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's one, we just said, New Orleans, Atlanta's cool.
Yeah.
Houston's nice. I like Tulsa, Oklahoma. My good friend, my best friend probably, who I came out here with, he hated it, but I liked it. They have the world's biggest honey bun.
Oh, really?
There or something. I ate the whole thing.
How big's the honey bun?
It's pretty big. It's the size of a plate or something.
Oh, okay.
A big plate. It's a very big.
You're a sweets dude. You always go get
I give it up for
stuff.
Sometimes, yeah. I had a pie last night. There was something in that pie though. I had a rough morning.
Oh, really?
Or whatever I ate for dinner. But it's a really cool place. Have you ever heard of the Big Texan?
No.
In Texas, I forget exactly what. It's a small town or whatever, but it's this hotel.
Uh-huh.
And it's supposed to look like an old Texas saloon,
right?
That you'd see in an old western or something.
Yeah.
And they have a hotel, and it literally looks like when you walk into
nice,
one of those old it's like you walked into one of those old movies, and they have a hotel for the horses next door, and then they have a restaurant there. That it's got a bunch of shooting games and stuff. There's a gift shop, but they have a big steak meal. And if you eat it, your whole party eats for free. It's a lot like The Great Outdoors. You ever see that movie with John Candy? He has to eat the really big steak. No. It's a lot like that. And I believe this, I might not be getting this 100% right.
Yeah.
Because it was towards the end of a very long trip. But I believe if you're in a neighboring hotel and you want to come to the restaurant, for free, they will send a limo to come pick you up, and it's driven by...
Wait, why is it free? I'm confused.
I don't know why it's free.
They just offer people free food?
I mean, you have to be. No. The limo's free, not the food.
Oh, okay.
The limo to get there is free.
Oh, that's
But-
kind of like Vegas when they're like, free limo ride to strip club or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to be in like a very close proximity.
Yeah.
That they will send it. And I think like there was some other gimmick, like a dwarf picks you up or something. I forget what. But you can look up the website, The Big Texan. But
Nice.
it's still one of the strangest places I've ever been. But it's great.
Did you say you drove across country with your friend or you drove yourself?
We took separate cars. We had all our stuff, but we drove together. Like we met
Like
every
a
day.
caravan?
Yeah, this is like 4 or 5 years ago now. But
Did you guys like have walkies? while
no,
you
we
guys were
called each
driving?
other on the phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I would be afraid because I feel like sometimes people like hit like a stretch of desert and they
Oh,
die.
that's terrifying. Yeah.
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 But you guys had each other and
Yeah, I mean, you prepared each day. He was the one who really planned the trip. He was coming out here no matter what, and he tried to convince me to come with him for a while. And I had like a borderline near-death experience, and that's what kind of like threw me over the edge to
Oh really? What happened?
move to. I was working for BJ's Wholesale Club, which is like New England Costco, and
They have no, they don't have BJ's here. Just kidding.
no, you guys have. I mean, they have Costco out there too, but
Yeah.
I went to a Costco once, and it looks exactly like BJ's. Anyway,
like a Sam's Club.
yeah, I worked for BJ's for like 8 years,
Uh-huh.
pretty much from like the end of high school through college, through like a couple years after.
Yeah.
But I was working for BJ's Wholesale Club, and at the end of the night, you know how like any sort of business, they have to take like the money out to put it somewhere or whatever.
Yep.
My boss was going to put his money, put the money out, and I was just supposed to follow him.
Right.
And there was like a gas station across.
Yeah.
Like kind of like how not Sam's Club.
Costco?
Costco has a gas station. I guess Sam's Club does too.
Yeah.
And as we were driving around the building, he goes, "Hey, is that tree on fire?" And there was a tree on fire. So we went to look at it like two idiots would.
Yeah.
And we looked at it. We
It was
kicked
a
it. We
setup.
called 911. No.
Oh, okay. I thought someone was
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to ambush
Mafia
you.
territory. Yeah.
Or they're trying to ambush you by showing you the tree and they rob you.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
That's.
keep
I got to
going.
learn to think like a criminal. No, this was just a random fire that
Okay.
started, and as we were walking away, like 30 seconds later, the tree exploded.
Dang.
And yeah, and I remember being like, "Wow, that was lucky." And then
Right.
as I was driving away, it had hit a bunch of power lines around, and I was driving away, and I guess I drove over one of the power lines, and it exploded underneath the car.
Oh,
so I
shit.
survived 2 explosions.
Your
in
car
one
exploded while you were in it?
No, it was underneath. It was like a mini like pop. That like,
Okay. So it just scared you.
it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And it was like the next day I called him. I was like, "Yeah, I think 100% I'm gonna go with you."
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I don't tell that story more often.
So you just quit.
No. It was like he was leaving in like, I don't know. He was leaving like 4 or 5 months from that point, but he had like told me in advance
Yeah.
he was gonna go. And
Did you
gonna
still
try
work
it.
there for the last?
I
4 or 5
yeah, I
months?
worked there for the last 4 or 5. I gave my 2 weeks in, and then I sent out
Okay.
to Hollywood.
So okay, I never understood how this works because every place that I've rented an apartment from, they ask you for your last 2 paychecks. But if you were moving from a new state to follow your dreams here with no job, like how do you even get an apartment?
So he had a friend who knew a person who they needed roommates for like 4 or 5 months.
Subletting?
So we just kind of we just kind of moved in with them for like 4 or 5, and then we got the place that I still live in now.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you guys had a plan.
Yeah, he had a lot of connections because he
Yeah.
made a lot of like I guess I was an actor, and he had a lot of connections because he had made a lot of short films and stuff. In fact,
nice.
his big short, I'll just shout it out. My friend Patrick Deary, look him up, guys.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, yeah. If you want an interesting guest, I'm sure he'd come on.
Yeah.
But he had made a short film that summer that I had worked on him with. And it was like a big, like he had like real film cameras and stuff because he went to Emerson College
Okay.
in Boston. And it was like a big production.
Oh, nice.
And it got a lot of, I think the short ended up winning like a couple awards or something.
Nice.
It's called Reflection. reflection. It's called reflection. Look it up on YouTube.
Does it so when you win something like that, does it like kind of guarantee you at least like a something in Hollywood?
No, it's just you won something and you can use it to like network your way to the top. I think he's still in the middle of that, but he's engaged and
You quit?
no, he hasn't quit. He uses his skill sets. He works in like he does a lot of like staging work and stuff. I believe he worked. Actually, I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to reveal about this, so I'm not going to say anymore.
No,
but he's worked on some big productions. I'll say
Okay,
that, but
nice.
not the kind that you'd think being. But
Okay.
that movie did win a bunch of awards, though. I do know that for
Okay.
sure.
And you were coming out here to do like film stuff, or were you gonna start?
I was going to try acting because
Okay.
I loved live theater. I wanted to move to New York.
Uh-huh.
But the universe just like played out that never really worked out.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I could try Hollywood too because I love film and stuff like that. Try
Yeah.
film, and I had a little bit of a stand-up comedy background that I used to do for fun in college, at like the local burrito bar
Nice.
or whatever. It was not what it was in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
but and I just went to a random open mic, and that always just seemed to work out better for me.
Yeah.
Than any sort of acting audition thing. So
Are you acting now? Are you doing auditions now?
not really.
No.
I still get sent stuff sometimes, but
Oh, really?
like
What do you sign up for? Like one of those like
you get backstage.
Okay.
There's a couple other actors access. I forget the names of
Yeah.
them. That's how long it's been since I've looked at them.
Is backstage
Backstage is like the big generic one.
that's when people just show up to see if they'll get jobs, or is that something
Yeah,
else?
like it's got everything.
Okay.
The last one I had was some guy was approaching me to be in his like final student film. And it was like his like weird version of The Graduate or something. He sent me like the whole script. You know he's desperate when he's like giving me like a straight offer.
Yeah.
Or something. That was the last thing I.
Is it is the pay good?
No.
Okay. Well, so
I mean,
how do you-
I never got like a real like
Yeah.
acting job
Right.
ever.
But people. So wait, do people go physically to the location like you're trying to look for jobs as
It
an
could
extra,
be
or
in
is
person, or it could be
Okay.
you film a video online a lot now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much since COVID, I think that's how they do
Yeah.
it mostly. I prefer in person because I have
Right.
a live theater background, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't really, to be honest with you, it never took off really that much for me. There was one bigger movie. I had a few bigger. The movie ended up coming out and being a flop. But
Like a Hollywood theater or what?
it was no. It was I won't say what movie it was.
Like an indie film, or was it like
No, it was a
blockbuster?
major studio
Oh, nice.
film that I auditioned. I had a few auditions for.
Did you made it to the final?
I don't know if I was in the final round, but I had a couple for it.
Okay.
But and they didn't even necessarily tell me what it was, but because I'm a big nerd, I could figure out what movie it was.
Yeah,
where it
yeah.
was, and who was in it and stuff. But
Right.
it was only one that really took off, and then there were other ones where it was like they were just looking generically for stuff. And I never really had much. I'm saying it sounds like I know way more than I actually do. I never really did that much. The comedy thing worked out way better though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, how do you navigate the comedy thing? I'm trying to figure it out, dude. I got yelled at by Chris Keene for.
Yeah, I
For
saw
not
a
being
little
on the
bit.
show.
You had two of my good friends on, Chris Keene and Li Ting Chen, and
Yeah.
you had interesting discussions with both of them.
Thank you.
But no, I just started showing up to open mics and people would put me on shows. There
It's
was
that
no,
easy.
It kind of, well, see, when I first got out here, I'd saved so much money that I was like, oh, I'm pretty, like, this is working out kind of okay.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I went on, I mean, we're not supposed to talk about it anymore, but people get mad, but Ian Ira Russo's list.
Yeah. Shout out to Ian. Great list.
I mean, it's a great list. I'm not sure about what he does in his personal life.
Some, you know what I mean?
Just,
like,
you got to learn to separate the art from the artist, guys.
Exactly.
And in this case, it isn't even the art; it's the practical piece of advice.
It might be the greatest list of all time.
It might, if you're looking for.
I don't know why someone hasn't. Well, I guess I know there are a couple lists out there, but I feel like
His was the one.
it
at
was
the
the
time.
one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he obviously, I'm assuming he hasn't updated it since. I mean, look, you can just look them up. You'll find out what happened.
Yeah.
I don't want to air the dirty laundry.
Yeah, dude. Keep it within the family.
Keep it within the family. You can look it up.
But anyway, his list.
4 years ago, that was like what you look to. It was Mike Sasson, actually, who you saw last night, who suggested I look at it because he saw me somewhere, and I did, and I would like the whole week.
I told everybody to look at it too. I was like, dude, it's pretty up to date.
Yeah, it is. Again, I haven't looked at it in years.
Yeah, me neither.
But I just would map out, okay, well, Monday night I can try this one, Tuesday night I can try this one. And that was back, I was still new to it. Mm-hmm. And gas wasn't as ridiculous as it is now.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just try all these different places around LA. And that's kind of how I got started.
Nice. But no, I'm talking about like how do you get on shows? Like I go to mics, I haven't been on a show yet. Maybe it's because I have no friends. But.
That could be it. No, seriously. I literally just... Ever since, I work full time, so I have to balance it out with that. But
yeah, same here. But you got it done, so
yeah. I don't get a ton. Like you had both Chris and Lee Ting on, and they get way more than I do. I don't even know how they. Chris's job allows him to do stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
well, Lee Ting does a lot of free work,
like 9 to 5. So I guess it's easier.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to find a job like that,
mm-hmm.
and so I don't get nearly as many as they do. But I'll most of the time it's literally just somebody saw me at an open mic and like, hey, you want to do my show?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not more complicated.
Yeah,
I haven't been to, and sometimes because of my work, I have to turn stuff down too, so it ends up affecting me. I had to turn down multiple ones over the next month.
Damn.
Just because of work stuff going on right now.
Throw my name in there next time.
Throw your name. Maybe if they ask for alternatives.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not an approachable guy. I don't know. Do I come off as like unfriendly?
You're totally fine. You go to two mics, but you go to Flappers and you go to Fourth Wall.
Yeah, I'm starting to go more. I used to go to the Improv a lot, but then
I haven't been to one of those ones in years. So.
Not going up is kind of a buzzkill, so I stopped. But I went to the store on Monday. I saw some people.
See, you live right by the store, so
I know, which I feel worse for not going to either one. But yeah, I went to the store on Monday, didn't get on. It's fine, but then like I saw a couple of my friends I haven't seen in a while, and I went to the Improv and I didn't recognize anybody there.
Yeah, I haven't been to those places in literal years.
Yeah.
I keep saying I'm going to go back, but it's pain in the butt, like the parking and the sitting around waiting to see if you get picked. And the chances of it actually affecting your career are like 1%.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like me and Kane have talked a lot about this, is that you're almost better off like trying to build a career around it and having them invite you on a show.
Yeah.
Because they just heard you were good.
Right.
That's how it worked because I've done the Ice House a couple times and that's how it's pretty much worked.
Nice.
Most of the times. That's not in LA. That's in Pasadena.
Right. Same.
But
kind of. Well, it's hard. It was hard because for me, I was talking about this with Chris too. Like the closest thing I've ever done to a show is the Improv mic, just because like the size of the crowd, even though they're all comedians. But the truth is, like, not everyone has seen me. There's always new people coming in. And I've done some of like the other mics. The other mics, it helps to have friends there. Otherwise, it's so rough. Like doing a slotted is like a bad time. Just because it's like there's only like 8.
See, I prefer a slotted to like an open mic.
Really?
There's like a workout room. Yeah.
There's only like 8 people though, and it's like it's hard to even.
I don't mind it.
I mean?
It depends on the mic too.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the like open mics, like you go and it's like 3 hours long, and you wait to get your name pulled out of the bucket.
Yeah.
And you feel guilty if you leave early because you want to give everybody the same attention they gave you.
Or
you're at the end and nobody stayed at all.
Yeah. Those are tough too. But yeah, I guess I need to find out if I want to get on shows.
I'd say just keep going to like I told you last night. Go to I give him a shout out. Go to Mike Sasson's 8:00 at Fourth Wall. On Tuesdays, the challenge flag mic.
Tuesdays?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about starting to go back to there's this Mexican restaurant that I went a couple of times.
I've never heard of
Acapulco Goldies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's outdoor. And I think it's free. You might have to buy something, but I went there a couple of times. I think Shane Bianchi used to host it. I don't know if he does anymore, but I think
I used to try to go to like different ones every night.
Yeah.
Then sadly I got in my comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean, but it worked for you as long as you get shows, right? That's how you got to get your reps in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you meet is networking. You meet people too.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then you have to also have alternative content. Is the big one now.
I know. That's why we're here.
Yeah, I know. Well, there you go. You have a podcast. I do little. I don't even know if you could call them movie reviews, but like reactions, I guess. And they get more views than any of my stand-up clips.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, there are huge people on at least YouTube with like a whole career with just reviewing movies and stuff. Jeremy Johns.
Yeah, Jeremy Johns.
He's like a huge guy. He's been doing it for
Chris.
like 20
Chris
years.
Stuckman actually made a movie. Like he
Was it good?
jumped to I thought it was okay for a
First
feature
time.
film. Yeah, I mean you can't expect it to be a masterpiece.
Yeah.
You can't expect every first film to be Reservoir Dogs, right?
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I guess I have to.
No, it was good. It was a solid little horror thing.
Okay.
But,
no, I'm saying Reservoir Dogs. I have never seen it.
You've never seen Reservoir Dogs?
I haven't seen a lot of movies, dude.
I mean, that's for those of you watching. That's Tarantino's first film.
Any feet up here?
Any feed?
Yeah, him sucking on some lady's feet.
Oh no, I don't. See, it's funny. I'll be careful how I say this. I've met a lot of famous people doing what I do for work.
Yeah.
And he's not one of them, though. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
No, there's a couple. I'm not going to air. There's one. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about this at all.
That's fine. You're like a big movie guy. What do you think makes like a perfect movie? What are the ingredients for a perfect
I don't
movie?
know.
Or a great movie?
A great movie?
In my head, I have a few films where I feel like it's like almost like a perfect film. Like there's nothing.
What films are you thinking of?
And these aren't like Oscar-winning stuff, but Jurassic Park, the first one.
That's a great movie.
It's almost like a perfect movie. There's not any no wasted time.
No, Jurassic Park is a great. Jurassic Park is like that's kind of the greatest movies almost don't fit into like one genre. Sometimes I think like because Jurassic Park is a cautionary tale, but it's also an adventure.
Right.
It also is.
But only the first one, dude. I feel like everyone.
The rest of them are.
Even the original trilogy, like after the first one, they're all pretty much hot trash.
I like the was it Jurassic World? I like that one.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah, the first one with Chris Pratt I enjoyed.
Nah,
yeah.
dude. They're like, oh, the
that's the only one I liked other than the first one.
Let me blow this whistle.
I don't think it's as good as the original, but it was a fun popcorn movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that Hollywood gets stuck on, right? You have to keep making more movies. And every single Jurassic Park / World movie has made a ton of money.
Even
though like they're making like less and less money, but it's still like a huge blockbuster.
Yeah, the last one made like $880 million, and it was the lowest grossing since the first one.
Dude, the latest one was like so unbelievable. It's so funny because what's her name? Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
her character is like, oh, I'm gonna risk my life so I can make $10 million, so I don't have to do this anymore. But it's crazy because she got $20 million to play a film of a lady risking her life for $10 million.
I didn't even think of that. My whole thing was...
It was insane. I was like, that's how like out of touch Hollywood is. They're like, you know what the poor people will relate to? $10 million. But
I didn't even think of that. I'll be honest, I barely remember that one. I did see it.
None of them really...
It doesn't. Yeah, no, I mean, I like that one more than the last couple.
Yeah,
it was fine. I mean, Gareth Edward directed that, who also made he made the newest American Godzilla, the first one, and he made Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Rogue One,
yeah, Rogue One, and
might be my favorite Star Wars movie.
Period.
Yeah,
it's the best one since Disney's taken over. I'll give you that,
dude. I know you love like the old original trilogies. I can't, dude.
The original trilogy, those are the great. That's the perfect movie. Those are the greatest.
You think so, dude? Yeah. I don't know.
On a personal level, totally. I mean, I understand there are things wrong with them, like Carrie Fisher's random British accent.
She had a British
There's
accent.
one scene where she randomly has a British accent.
I never got into them, even though like I watched them as a little kid. Probably like obviously because neither one of us was born yet, I think. But even back then when I watched it, I was like, dude, this is so out of date.
You know, it's funny. That's how I feel about Chris Keane is going to kill me when he watches this. That's how I feel about the Christopher Reeve Superman.
I don't even know if I've seen it.
Oh, really? I remember seeing that as a kid, And even though it's like as old as like Star Wars, Indiana Jones and
yeah.
stuff, I remember thinking like this feels like this is slow. Like I like those.
The-
I like
the-
those first two.
The
I
space
respect
stuff actually looks pretty good for Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars like held up to like modern movies till very recently. I feel like.
I think a lot of it has to do with like the fighting. Like I don't like I joked about it, but I was like, there's no way Obi-Wan Kenobi is like the strongest.
Well, they never say he's the strongest Jedi.
But it's kind of implied, dude. I was like, I would
Not really. He's just a great Jedi.
Yeah, but like if I was like 17 or whatever, I was like, I would not follow this old guy around the galaxy on a call to adventure.
Well, that's the Joseph Campbell story, right? The separation.
I know, but it's very hard for me to believe. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna follow this guy. I was like, Luke.
Well, he's grown. You have to understand, Luke's grown up with like the myth of Ben Kenobi, and this is this kind of old man, who hangs around, and kind of watches over him. But his uncle is Luke's known Ben his whole life.
Yeah.
So it's a little. It's like his maybe not like his grandfather, but like his. It's like a father figure.
Oh,
to him,
okay.
somebody who. And all he wants to do is get away, and Obi-Wan's like the one guy who's like kind of encouraging him to do that.
My Obi-Wan is Ewan what was his last name?
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
When I think
that's
of Obi-Wan, this is who I think
he
about.
embodied. He honestly, when you think about it, he played the role way more than Alec Guinness did.
Yeah.
Even if
well, that guy was only in like one.
Well, he was
film.
only in the first one, and then he has like a small part in Empire and Jedi.
Yeah.
But he's just a ghost.
How do you rank them? The 9.
The 9 Star Wars. I mean, honestly, like I liked honestly, to me, it kind of goes by trilogy. Like the original trilogy is the best, and then I probably go. I think the original Star Wars is probably my favorite. It's the best crafted film.
Yeah,
it's the only one that didn't have to worry about having a sequel.
Yeah.
Or anything. Like it is its own story, even though the 2 sequels worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
And then probably Return of the Jedi is just a part of my soul, even though I know Empire is better. Probably.
What's Return of the Jedi? That's the second one.
No,
The
Empire
third one.
Strikes Back is the second one.
Oh, okay.
Return of the Jedi is the third one. So those are the top 3. And then even though like I did go through my pretentious teenage phase where I was like the prequels suck and this Disney trilogy is going to be so much better.
The prequels don't suck.
They don't. No, the prequels, they have clear issues, but there is like a
Everybody's favorite one out of the prequels might be the one I like the least. The third one.
Oh, that's the one you like. That's my favorite.
I think most people. I used to think Clone Wars or whatever the middle ones suck, or Attack of the Clones suck, but it's actually not bad.
You know what it is? Attack of the Clones is the one Lucas always described, at least his 6, even though he didn't direct all 3 of the original trilogy. They are kind of his movies.
Yeah.
He always described his 6 as actually silent movies that just happen to have dialogue. And I think that's the one that embodies that the most. Because because
all the characters sound retarded.
Exactly. All the characters. Yeah, Anakin. What is Anakin? Anakin sounds like none of them sound like people in the movie. Like the dialogue is straight up like it makes you want to throw up. It's so bad. But the cinematography and the music is absolutely gorgeous. And that tells you more about the story than anything the characters actually say. Like it looks absolutely stunning, and the actors they're very like stoic. So the way they're filmed, is it's beautifully shot.
I actually really like the first one of the trilogy,
Phantom Menace.
The Phantom Menace.
I like Phantom. Yeah,
I think
Phantom Menace.
I really just like what's his face, the old guy.
Oh, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I like Qui-Gon Jinn.
He's my favorite. My favorite Jedi when I was a child.
No, he's cool because he's kind of like, if he's sort of he's what's the best way to describe it? He sees the flaw in the Jedi way, but he's inherently a good man.
Yeah.
So he's kind of Lucas is like drawing a parallel with his character that like Qui-Gon almost had to die, because if Qui-Gon doesn't die, then he doesn't become Darth Vader.
Really?
Like he saw the flaw in the Jedi way without turning to the dark side. So he wasn't corruptible or whatever. He's kind of a static character that way, but he's a fascinating. I wish we got to spend more time with him. Like they did that Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and Disney did. I mean, honestly, that show embodies everything that's wrong about modern Star Wars.
All those shows sucks except for
2 of them were good.
The one that's out of Rogue One, the spinoff.
Andor is phenomenal. Great
Andor's
television.
phenomenal, but it could be a story that's not related to Star Wars, and it would have been good.
I don't think so. I think that
It's about a rebellion. Like you
it's
really,
about. I get you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it is specific to Star Wars. It's just.
I know, but like you don't even need to know anything about.
No,
Star
I
Wars to
agree with
watch
you.
it.
And the other one I'd say, at least the first 2 seasons were really great. Was Mandalorian.
I hated Mandalorian, dude.
All of it.
All of it. There's no plot, no story to
What's
it.
the whole thing? Is it's an old western.
Yeah, it sucks,
and he goes
dude.
through. No, it's great. He goes.
It's so boring.
He's traveling from planet to planet.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that movie's gonna bomb. Dude.
Oh, I agree with you.
It's because no one gives a shit.
Nobody
about
cares anymore because the 3rd season was not great, and neither was Book of Boba Fett, which kind of shoehorned its way into Mandalorian.
The Book of Boba Fett was an insane story. I've watched almost all of these, by the way, because I'm like a casual nerd, but it's just a bunch of 50-year-olds doing parkour, and I was like, none of this is like believable. Why is like the main character old as hell? The Asian,
I didn't mind that.
The Asian lady's old as hell, but they're like doing backflips and stuff. I was like, this is so dumb.
I never thought about it that way, but no, I agree with you that
It's like watching a bunch of like 50-year-olds try to play characters like in their 20s. Like what it feels like.
Well, because Boba Fett is older, if you know the chronology. No, I thought it would have been cool if they did like The Sopranos or The Godfather, but with Star Wars. But they just lost their way completely.
Well, it's an action movie. They can't.
Yeah, well, no,
Not
you could
movie,
do
but
that. I mean,
film.
Andor showed that you could do other stories in the Star Wars.
Yeah, but Andor didn't have to like have these gigantic like fights with like monsters or aliens or.
You didn't even have to have that in Book of Boba Fett. I think if you had just done
Yeah, but you're like the Mandalorian. You need like.
Well, that's the problem. Is they try to turn Book of Boba Fett into Mandalorian.
Yeah, that one sucked. The one I had high hopes for, The Acolyte, was
That's an absolute
terrible.
atrocity.
Dude,
Just genuinely everything wrong with Hollywood today in that show.
The first time they got like two cool Asian guys in it, they fucking ruined it, dude.
Yeah, well, I would say the one good actor was that one Asian guy from I think he was from Squid Game.
The old one, I haven't seen Squid Game, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy,
I haven't
the one
seen
that
Squid
the one
Game
that
either.
doesn't speak English.
Yeah, he was actually his performance was like kind of okay actually, but
Dude,
the writing was just so.
Okay, so I mean, I have a theory on this, and it's like I don't know if you want to talk about this, but there's a lot of like woke stuff. Did you read this article? I read it. I don't know. I read it on Twitter, but I don't know from what magazine. But it was just some white guy talking about how the last 10 years it was basically impossible for anybody to get a writing gig if you were like a white male. Did you read that article?
I didn't read it. I mean, I think that's probably a bit of an exaggeration, but I mean,
Yeah, but
I guess it's like there was definitely like a sway, like
yeah, and he was just saying like they were like looking at different things like diversity, but then like as a result they were the writing rooms were getting like maybe bigger and with people that are less qualified.
I'm sure there's truth to that. I mean, I've written a lot of screenplays and stuff.
Yeah. No, but here's what I'm saying. I tend to think it's true because like when I'm not even a screenwriter, but like when I watch like I was like, this is really terrible writing. Like, why would they do it this way?
No, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel like I was like, why don't you just hire me? Then I could just do this bullshit.
There was definitely, I think that it goes to like everything. We don't need to get into the politics of it all. Oh, sorry, I hit your lamp.
No, but I'm just saying, like, how do they even get to a point where they have such
it was
bad
DEI.
writing?
That was like a real thing. I mean, it's still a thing.
Yeah, that's
now,
what I'm saying.
But
But like the product has gone so bad.
no, Star Wars encapsulates that completely. Like I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like of the 3 big nerd things. Like, what are you most excited about the future of?
Yeah.
Marvel, DC, or Star Wars? And like, it's a debate between Marvel and DC. Star Wars is so far below. Like, I don't even know how to fix it at this point.
They got that guy who just did we were just talking about Andor. It was really good.
Yeah, no, they can still do good stuff, but I don't know how you fix Star Wars as a whole at the moment.
You fixed it. Okay, the one thing I hate about Star Wars is that it's supposed to be like such a huge universe, but why the hell is everybody connected? Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's a problem I've had as the movies have gone
Like, I don't
along,
care. Like when people talk about the new trilogy, they're like, "Oh man, we needed to see more of like the original people." I was like, actually, I didn't. I'm not like a fan like you're a fan, so I was like, I actually don't care about those characters. Like I'd rather them just make a new story within the universe without it even having any connection. Like, can't you just have like a Jedi somewhere else?
Well, I mean, you are continuing that story, though. I think what they should have done, they did this completely wrong, is that they should have. I wouldn't have said this at the time when I saw it, but I realize it now. They should have started with. They shouldn't have. The problem was when they did The Force Awakens, the first one, they went back to point A too fast. So it was like we solved everything, and then things got bad again, and now we're at 0.
Yeah.
And they had to build everything up with the new characters, and the old characters slowly came in. They
What do
should
you
have
mean by
started.
that? Like,
So, the original Star Wars begins, the galaxy's in turmoil, the Empire
Yes.
is taken over,
Yes.
and there's a rebellion. And then blah, 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 blah. The 3 movies happen, we
the
solve
screen
it,
crawl,
and then, yeah. So, the new trilogy begins the exact same way. It's not the Empire, it's the First Order. The First Order is taken over.
what's the same movie?
It's the same movie. They should have started where we ended in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
The galaxy is the galaxy is fine, and now a new order is rising, and the old is trying, because it just sort of made everything you did in the original trilogy feel irrelevant.
Right.
And then Disney, they got so freaked out because the second one they actually did try doing something new, and so
Which
they
was
basically-
actually my favorite one out of the
I agree with you. It was the best of the 3.
Thank God.
Yeah. It's funny, when it came out, I wouldn't have agreed with you, but
No, I agree.
rewatching them like a year ago, I was like, no, this one, Rian Johnson clearly got Star Wars
Yeah.
the most of those 2 guys.
Because I'm not like, because I don't hold Star Wars up to like this like pedestal or whatever. After watching the second one with Rian Johnson, I was like, no, this is good. The first one, I was just like, all right, whatever.
See, I loved the first one when it came out,
Really?
but it lost a lot for me.
I mean,
seeing how
Rian
the
Johnson's
story
movie
went.
has a lot of issues. Like
No,
the-
100%. It has a lot of film
The secondary plot is like garbage.
No, the thing about that movie that everybody hates that I actually like is the portrayal of Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, exactly. Because like a lot of people say that is not.
Yeah.
That wasn't consistent with his
That's
character.
not him. He used to
That's
be so
100% consistent with his character. You
Yeah.
might not have liked the things that he
Yeah.
did, but they were 100% things that I could believe Luke Skywalker
Sure.
doing.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. I just didn't like the casino stuff. That was a waste of time.
No, that was awful.
If you think chopped off that or like retooled that a little bit, I feel like the movie is good. And here's how you know, like out of the 3, that's the best one. It's the only one that's worth rewatching. Like I've seen it a couple times, and the other
Well,
2.
I saw Force Awakens like 7 or 8 times when it was in the theater. I was so excited for it. But
But since
honestly,
the 3
if I'm gonna rewatch them, I'll rewatch 1 through 6. I don't rewatch 7, 8, 9.
you know what else they should have done? They should have given Rian Johnson the whole trilogy.
I agree with you. He should have been in charge. Here's what they should have either.
Why did they do that to begin with? That's insane.
Well, here's the thing. At the time, J.J. Abrams is a good director, and he did so good with Star Trek, and he did. I mean, a lot of people like his Mission Impossible movie, and that movie Super 8 he did. It was basically Stranger Things before Stranger Things. But
I don't even know if I've seen. I think I've seen Mission Impossible, but like I've seen the Star Trek movies. They were just like whatever.
I liked his Star Trek, but he brought new life into Star Trek when Star Trek was dying.
Really,
So
I feel like the height of his career was probably Lost.
he only wrote the pilot of Lost.
It was a
He's
great pilot.
clarified that so many times.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's nice of him for not trying to take someone else's credit.
Yeah, I know. He could totally easily have done.
Lost
easily have done.
is like
I
one-
love Lost. I love that show.
I feel like that was the show that like pushed us forward to like a new generations of really
that
good
was kind of the show
television
that started modern television when you think about it.
Yeah, I was like that. I remember watching. I was like, this is insane.
That was kind of the first show where you had to see every episode in order to understand.
Yeah, on like
they used to
cable.
write. Yeah, they used to write. They used to write shows to the point that it's like, all right, if you follow along, but like each episode has to be an onboarding session. Now they don't even make shows like that
like
anymore.
Mandalorian.
Well, that's what was refreshing about Mandalorian.
Dude, no, the show sucks.
No, it's a great show. And look, it was huge. It was the biggest show in the world for a while.
Yeah, okay. So how would you fix Star Wars if they gave you all the money in the world?
See, that's the thing. I don't even know
I know.
how.
You just start a whole new story. You pick like one.
I mean, I guess that is the best way.
You pick one part of whatever history they have that no one's ever touched before, so you don't like.
That's what they were trying to do with the Acolyte.
No, but they fucking brought in like
Yeah, then they brought in Yoda, and they were going to turn Yoda
yeah,
into like
they do like all these characters, and people are like, nah, this doesn't fit in the timeline.
Yeah, you're right. No, but
You
you're
pick-
100% right. That's probably the best way to.
So here's how I would do it, and you pick the time frame or none. I've never seen any of the cartoons at all either, so I don't know if this has been covered already. But you could just maybe pick a spot, where they like killed all the Jedis, like with the clone troopers or whatever.
Oh, you mean Order 66?
Yeah. You just start a story of maybe like a young Jedi that like escaped.
That's
And
like
just-
what every single one of the cartoons is about.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
But is it connected to the rest of it?
yeah.
So you do something that's not connected. It has to be.
I think you got to go thousands of years in the past
Okay.
and do it, or thousands of years in the future.
I played the video game.
Like Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Do something like that.
Yeah.
The cartoon stuff is too intertextual. That's the problem.
But no one watches the car. Well, I guess.
No, nobody really watches. They're like
You could-
diehard younger. Like I was like 12 when Clone Wars came out, so I was kind of past the age where that would be interesting to me. But I still watched it.
But you can make a movie, and like most people want, you could just make a movie of like maybe like a young Jedi that survived.
That's
on his
kind of the
own.
movie that's coming out next year. They're doing.
There's a movie coming out.
Yeah, there's Ryan Gosling is the lead in it, and it's him with
Oh.
a young kid. But they said it's not. It's after Rise of Skywalker, and it's just its own story.
Hey, they say they're gonna bring her back for a movie. Is that true?
That's probably not going to happen. It hasn't been officially canceled, but that's the thing too. They've announced so many projects that didn't happen.
Ryan Johnson's supposed to get his own trilogy.
Yeah, again, that's not going to happen.
I feel
The
really
guy
bad
who
for
did,
him that he like people hate him so much because of the Star Wars.
No, I mean, the Star Wars fandom has always been antsy about stuff like that. But I mean,
He should have got. If he had that, if they had one vision, it would have been good. Wait, so you're saying J.J. Abrams was supposed to make the trilogy, but like he just like
no. So originally the trilogy was going to be J.J. Abrams was going to do the first one, Rian Johnson was going to do the second, and then Colin Trevorrow, who did Jurassic World, was going to do the third one. And he wrote a script called Duel of the Fates that I did read online. That was a continuation of Rian Johnson's. Now, a lot of people say they fired him because of some independent movie he made that was no good.
Yeah.
That's not true because the timeline doesn't line up.
Okay. Was the script good?
To Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It would have been every bit as divisive as the movies we got.
But it would have been better.
It would have been, at least it would have told a full story instead of just retconning everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was very interesting.
Is there like a fan base that's like, give us that version? You know how like the Justice League got their own. The
Yeah, I'm
Snyder
sure
cut?
there is. The difference with the Snyder cut was
It was already kind of made. Like a lot of it was made.
he had a unedited cut.
Yeah.
And they just finished that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people say,
I love. Zack
a lot of people
Snyder,
said
by the
that.
way.
I like Zack Snyder too.
But he does every film he does like one little thing that like pisses me off so much that I feel like it takes me out of the movie.
Really? Like what?
Like the Superman movie he did, Man of Steel.
I love Man of Steel.
I liked it too, but like the part where his dad was like, that part.
That might be
Yeah.
the one scene I agree with you on. That was like,
I was like, why would you? It doesn't make sense in like any.
because like the whole movie is how the world would respond if there actually was a Superman,
yeah.
and that one scene is like bizarrely
Yeah, if
cinematic.
there's one person I'm gonna save, it'll be my dad. That's the issue, that he didn't save his dad.
I think it was his dad believed. I understood what Snyder was going for. I just think the way he went for it was too corny.
I don't, dude. That and like save Martha. That like it just.
Well, that was the Batman versus Superman.
I know, but like that. The movie wasn't great, but like it was cool. But then like when you hear that, it takes
Both
you out.
Batman versus Superman and Justice League, I like the quote unquote extended cuts. Like there's a Batman versus Superman
Yeah.
ultimate cut that's a little bit longer.
Yeah.
That I think is much better than the theatrical cut. And same with Justice League. There's a Snyder cut
Yeah.
that
It's like 10 hours long. I saw it. It's way better than the.
it's way better.
But then
Yeah,
the
no.
original, or not the original, the Wes, whatever his name is,
Josh Whedon.
Josh Whedon. My bad. I'm bad with names. Maybe that's why I don't get shows. Like he like really butchered it. He was just like, all right, there's just.
See, I didn't. When I saw it in the theater, I was like, that was just the most mediocre thing I've ever seen.
I was like, what is going on when it came out? I was like, I actually don't. Like it felt like it was not a finished movie.
No, it was. It's funny. I watched it again before the Flash came out because that's the one that's technically canon to the DCU. or the old
Also,
DCU, not
not
the new
very
one.
good.
The Flash.
Yeah.
See, I like the Flash a lot.
The movie?
Yeah.
Dude, all these movies sucks. I think Zack Snyder would be good if you just don't let him touch the script. And I know he hates that, but
I think Zack Snyder. I think it was the wrong choice to make him in charge of a cinematic universe. If he had made like an individual Superman movie,
yeah.
like if you just kept it the way it was in Man of Steel, I think it would have been great.
Yeah.
And you had somebody like right now they have James Gunn running it.
He might get fired.
That's a whole thing outside.
I like Zack Snyder's Superman more than
I'm on the fence because I really like James Gunn's a lot too. But I think James Gunn, now I'm very nervous about how he's going to run DC after how
he's
the
gonna get
second
fired,
season
dude.
of Peacemaker turned out.
It wasn't good.
Not that it wasn't good. There definitely was good stuff in it, but it was just so mishandled. And it's one season of television, and you want that guy to run your entire cinematic universe.
Yeah.
This year's the real witness test because we have Supergirl, we have the Lantern Show, and we have Clayface. So if he starts to put something together after that, then maybe...
You think that's actually to come out? Dude, Paramount just bought Warner
Well,
Bros.
to be fair, Paramount doesn't officially have it yet. There's tons of legals they have to go through
They're
first.
going to get it.
Well, if they do get it, though... It's just a matter of do they want to keep... I think they want to keep James Gunn.
Really?
No, they've said publicly they want to
dude?
keep him. Yeah,
Okay.
and the guy who... First of all, if they didn't like James Gunn's DC, then buying Warner Brothers wouldn't have been such a...
Well, he just started. They just fire his ass.
Yeah, they could continue without him. I think the most likely thing is that he quits because he hates... the leadership at Paramount.
Can
so
you
much.
quit when you're under contract like that?
Well, he'd quit when his contract's up.
Yeah.
But that's what I think is most likely to happen. If Paramount does end up buying it, which is a huge question mark right now.
No, I think it's going to pass. I don't know. I feel like Zack Snyder would have been fine, but he can't touch the script. Like I'll allow him to be like, okay, this is what the general...
He could write the treatment, maybe not the screenplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's what Spielberg does, I think.
Because he also just like, it feels like he's like, it feels like he doesn't like to cut anything out either. Like he's just like, this is what I want, I'm putting it all in there.
Well, to be fair, his movies, like he's got a history of
they look great.
movies
300 is a great movie.
No, 300's him working at it. That's a movie where like I think his vision aligned with like everything. No, he has a history of extended cuts of his movies that are way better than theatrical cuts.
Yeah.
So I don't even necessarily think that that's the problem. I think I saw somebody compare.
It's better, but it still feels too long. Like I watched the Snyder cut of Justice
He's-
League. It felt too long. Like it's a better version of whatever.
No, the Snyder cut, if it had gone, if he had never left to begin with, that version we saw would have never gotten released.
I know, because it's way
A
too
4-hour R-rated version of Justice League.
It's also kind of funny. Some like blonde chick starts singing when Aquaman dives into it. Do you remember that scene? That scene took me out. It was so funny.
Oh, I don't. I only saw it the one time.
He came into town, and then like when he left.
Yes, I
and
remember.
then
Yeah.
the blonde lady.
See, I like cinematic stuff like that, though.
Yeah, but that's like it made it. You're trying to like stuff like ancient, like that's stuff like you'll see in like an ancient.
Yeah, but
movie.
Aquaman's an ancient figure. They're myths.
Yeah,
of
but they're
today.
also fucking driving like Teslas and whatnot.
That's true.
And some lady's like, oh,
or whatever.
Yeah.
I think
it's funny, but I get it.
No, I think that version we saw, though, in a
Yeah.
weird way, the universe had to play out the way it did in order
Yeah.
for us to see it. Because even if he had stayed on as director, they would have made him cut it down anyways.
I'm glad it existed. What I'm bummed out about, I was very interested in, I was very excited with Suicide Squad, the first one.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
But that movie sucked
Yeah, it's not
so
good.
hard. And what's his face said like there was another cut, and I think he was trying to. What's his name?
I think David Ayer said there's another cut. They had like the trailer company re-edit the movie or something.
Yeah.
But he's also kind of since then gone. He's just moved on and he doesn't want to.
I was hoping because I was so excited for that.
I love the James Gunn Suicide Squad. Speaking,
It was way better.
Yeah.
But then, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and his first season of Peacemaker was great.
yeah, but it's also kind of just like The Boys.
I guess I've never watched The Boys. So
I've only seen the first couple of seasons, boys. It's good.
I know The Boys. I saw the first half an episode when I was moving somewhere or
Yeah.
something, and it was too busy a time in life to like sit down and
Yeah.
watch. But I remember like watching the first half an episode, being like, "Whoa! Like this is like what if there were really superheroes?" Like the scene where the guy's girlfriend gets demolished,
Yeah.
or what was the other scene? When there's like a superhero girl and she walks in with the other super guy and he goes, "Take her pants off" or something. I was like, "Whoa, we're getting me too on this."
Yeah. In the first episode.
But
Yeah.
no, I think Peacemaker is its own thing.
What were you saying?
What were we talking? We're talking about Zack Snyder. No, okay. I think Zack Snyder was. We were talking about, yeah. So I think Zack Snyder, it was a broken foundation for that universe, because he's not for everybody, but the people who like him love him. Whereas James Gunn is a little more four quadrant
What do
with
you
his way of writing. Like he can appeal to everybody.
Yeah, but then I feel like there's less of an impact. I don't remember anything from the new Superman.
Well, I saw it 3 times. I remember it all.
But like, I feel like it doesn't, like, once I leave, it doesn't like stick with me. But I
know what you mean. Again, it's spicy food.
Yeah, but like Zack Snyder, like I think a lot of it has to do with like his vision, because there's like set pieces, like it stands out, like the one where like Superman's like in Mexico during Day of the Dead, and like all like the people were putting their hands on
that
him.
was great. His
Like
sort
that's
of
like burned into my mind. This the one where like the lady's stuck on top of the roof and looking for Superman, and he's like coming down like a god. Like those are like more impactful like moments in a film, whereas like James Gunn, it was just kind of like it was like entertainment for like an hour or 2 hours. And
I kind of know what you mean. Does Zack Snyder have like a vision? Like even
Yeah.
where I'll agree with you is like both James Gunn and Zack Snyder had like a different vision for Krypton.
Yeah.
And like, but Zack Snyder's, even though he changed some things and like made parallels to things going on.
He makes beautiful movies, like visually beautiful.
Yeah, visually it was more interesting, and also like he changed a little bit of the mythology, but I got what he was going for, and it felt like there was a genuine vision.
Yeah.
Whereas in the James Gunn version, he also seems like he's changing the Krypton mythology a bit,
Right.
especially in and we're gonna see a little more in Supergirl, and it just feels like we're changing it because we need to be modern.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like he has an actual vision. It's just like James Gunn is super left and super woke, so we have to. His parents can't be, religious symbols. They have to be, fuck the old men. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was that how they were in the movie? I don't even remember
Yeah,
that.
remember how like they wanted him
Oh,
to
his
come
parents just
they
destroy the world or whatever.
destroy the world or to start a harem or something.
Yeah.
I was waiting the whole movie for that to be like a fake message or something.
Oh.
And it turns out it wasn't. And then now he's saying that because like in the old mythology, it was always Supergirl is actually older than Superman. She just landed before he did. But in this version, it seems like they're making it seem like Krypton died over years,
Yeah.
and his parents sent him here. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen Supergirl yet, so ask me again. After I
Also,
see it.
kind of like the story of Dragon Ball. Are you a big anime guy?
I'm not an anime guy.
Ah, dude.
It's the one nerd thing I don't travel into.
I'm not that big of an anime, but like I know Dragon Ball. But I do want to ask you: you say you wrote a couple of screenplays? You've like wrote them to completion?
I mean, what do they say? Is art ever finished or abandoned?
Yes.
I mean, I guess I wrote it to a version of completion. Yes.
Yeah. What kind of? Do you mind sharing like what kind of movie it is?
Yeah, I wrote a few interesting things. I say they're interesting, but
is it anything we could just shoot it on our own?
probably not. I mean, I used to write really long. One of them, I think,
Like you were
we
writing
could-
like Star Wars?
No.
Okay.
No, I was working on a fantasy thing, but that never was completed to completion.
Okay.
I wrote a mobster movie. I wrote a rom-com.
You could do that. You could shoot that yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I was younger then, though, and things were a little bit more extreme. And also, I probably wouldn't. I'd look back at it now and be like, "Wow," because it was so long ago. There was one.
That it was dumb, or
Yeah, I wrote a lot of short films too, as like spec scripts when I was in
Okay.
college.
Yeah.
There was one that got me into a little bit of trouble.
Why?
But you know what it was? It was sort of I was in my like weird pretentious college phase.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I was complaining about this last night, but I did it in my own way too. It was about it was kind of like Hook. It was about an adult Peter Pan,
Yeah.
but he can't make money because he's in the public domain, and it's modern day.
Uh-huh.
So he's trying to get jobs It was called I Don't Fly for Free.
Yeah.
And he has an addiction to pixie dust, but it was obviously an allegory for cocaine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And his shadow overdosed, so he can't use that anymore. And I think it was he takes a job to do a Viagra commercial. And that was and people were there was a lot of very off-color jokes.
You made
at
it?
the time. I never made it, no, but they used to do like script readings when I was in college. So
and they hated you for that?
They hated
cares?
it. Yeah,
that sounds fun, dude. I think you should make it.
That's not the one I was. There's one I wrote that was very simple and very stupid that I've always like said to Joe at the fourth wall. I was like, hey, if you ever want to.
Sorry, because I need to check my work stuff. But
Yeah, no
keep
problem,
going.
dude.
There's nothing there.
I've always said to people, I'll be like, this is probably the one that we could make that would cost like no money.
What is it?
I'm not gonna say anything about it because I might actually make it.
Dude, I want you to make it. Well, give us at least like kind of a genre.
It's a really really
synopsis.
dumb comedy with a lot of guy humor.
Yeah, you can make it. I feel like
I really should like focus on it and like just throw it out there.
I would like to make something. I just can't get myself to write anything.
I'm gonna revise it one more time. I think I'm gonna send it to a few people just to see what they think. It's really stupid though, and involves people just being willing to do very stupid stuff.
Dude, I'm sure a lot of people are willing to do that.
I'm sure plenty of people are.
Have you written anything recently?
No, I have. I haven't written anything in like 7 years.
Damn. You got anything like
I'll jot
head?
down ideas sometimes and stuff like that. But honestly, a lot of what I've done is just revise old stuff I've written.
Okay.
That's
but
good. The
though.
passion's not even there as much anymore.
Oh yeah. Where does your passion lay?
I don't even know.
It's not stand up?
I like doing stand up and I like pursuing it. Sometimes it gets, I mean, you've been to some of the places I've been. Sometimes you just get sad.
Yeah.
But
open mics, not shows. Shows are always fun.
Shows can be sad too.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what my passion is at the time. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd like to go back to acting, but it takes a lot of time.
You just act in your own shit.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be a better
Yeah.
than like going to auditions and stuff because I mean, there's so much.
Have you heard of and we could end on this. Have you heard of micro dramas?
Yes, I know what they are.
Dude,
I'm kind of old. I mean, I'm not an old man, but like I'm past the age that would be interested in something like that. Like it feels like the death of storytelling.
I want to make it just so I could get followers. I think it'll be an interesting idea to like, because I tried watching one. I guess there was like a really I was looking into them and there was a really popular one and they had like the first 8 episodes free on YouTube. And the story is like the acting and the story is like so bad, but like for some reason people,
because it's short.
Yeah. So part of me wants to make one, see how it is. Number one, to do something fun and to, make friends. And number two, to get some followers on Instagram so I could become a stand-up.
I mean, anything's a way. That's why I just like doing those movie videos because
Yeah.
people watch them.
And this is like maybe like the I think it might be easier because like in a full feature script or even if you're writing like a show, there's like what do you call it? There's like a 3-act structure to it that you kind of had to fill out.
The 3-act structure that's existed since the beginning of time.
Yeah, that you had to fill it out within like, I don't know, like a 90-page feature film.
You don't have to.
Well, but I was thinking if you
sometimes when you think of like Pulp Fiction and stuff, it's whether you break it.
Yeah.
That makes it interesting.
And I think it might be easier if you could do it in the micro drama because it's technically 60 episodes at like 3 minutes each or whatever. But each 3 minutes, you kind of have to like go through like a micro version of that, or at least like a conflict and
I don't. It doesn't interest me.
I was just thinking about it.
I mean, I guess if your only goal is to be successful,
it's also fun to kind of see like if you could game the system.
Maybe I don't know that stuff. It feels degenerative to me.
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
Damn, dude, this guy.
But I would like to make one of my short films though. I'm working on getting that done.
Okay, this is one that you've worked on.
It's really stupid.
The one that you were just talking about.
Yeah, it's the one I was just talking about.
That's the one that you like the most out of.
It's not the one I necessarily like the most, but it's the one that I'm like, I could practically do this, and it's literally only existence is to make you laugh for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Okay.
So I'm like, it might be a good starting point to see if I could.
Yeah.
Just try it for once.
Yeah.
It's really dumb. I mean, most people probably think it's dumb guy humor, but
Most people love guy humor.
yeah, exactly. Some people will just think it's.
Yeah.
When I showed it to people, they all thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I think it was right. It was my senior year of college, and yeah, it was right before COVID, and then that just fell apart.
It's only 5 minutes long, you think?
Oh, I think it'll probably be around 5 minutes. Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
a short film.
Okay.
Maybe 6,
Nice.
7 at the most. Like I made a mockumentary in college that ended up going like 13 or 14 minutes, and it's too long.
Yeah.
I can't sit through it. I mean, I think it's probably harder for me to watch than most other people.
Sure.
Because I did it all by myself too.
You played all the characters?
No, I didn't play all the characters. I got some of my friends to do
Okay.
stuff, and I cut a few things, but for the most part, I think it just went on too long, and the jokes got too specific.
Sure.
I usually, if I ever watch it when people are around, like there was a bunch of our friends were at my apartment maybe like a year ago, and we played it, and I had to turn it off after like 4 minutes because I was like, I can't watch this anymore.
That's also kind of wild to have a watch party for your own.
Well, no, it wasn't for my own. We were just
Oh.
shooting the shit, and people were bringing up, like Keen showed us a bunch of old videos of him, his band.
Oh my god! I don't think I
uh,
could do that. It'll be
Do you know
like,
Justin?
Hey, watch my stand up. It's like inviting a girl over and like making her watch
No,
your
we
stand-up.
were having. I think it was we just were having a get together, and a topic
Yeah.
happened to come up, so
Oh
we
my
were
God.
showing a bunch of the stuff. But no, I would never invite anyone over to watch anything I was in.
Damn.
Like some people in LA, which we both met those kinds of people.
A lot of people, some would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've done over an hour, dude. Anything else you want to talk about, or you want to save it for next time?
I don't know. Yeah, is there anything you want to ask me? I don't know. Anything about life you want to know?
I'll save it for next time, dude.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We talked so much about Star Wars. We talked so much about DC.
We didn't talk that much about Marvel, which
But I want to save. It for
I
next
think
time.
is probably the most popular and the one I'm most optimistic about the future of.
Dude, we'll bring it back on the.
We'll bring it back. We'll talk more nerd stuff.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm always afraid to talk about things in my like actual personal life because I don't know what people want me to say and don't want me to say.
No, you can say whatever
So,
you want on this.
it was kind of like at the beginning when you were like, "Yeah, these girls," and I was like, "I don't know if I want them. They want me to be talking about it on
Well,
camera."
shout out to these girls. DMs
Yeah,
are
sure.
open.
Teams are.
Mine too.
How are your dates going?
This was whatever, dude. Online dating. I went on a. It didn't work out. I was going on a couple of dates with this girl maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it
No, all right.
just met online. But yeah, it's going as well as my stand-up career. Not well.
I mean, are any of our
I
careers going well?
Need referrals.
I mean, I guess success is all a matter of perspective.
Yeah, in my perspective, everybody's like I told Chris, I've been in LA for like 4 or 5 years now. In West Hollywood doing comedy, I've been on maybe like 3 or 4 shows.
Well, that's really bad.
I know.
I've done way more than that.
I
I don't
know.
even want to like rub it in your face.
I know. A lot of people have done more than me, and I guess Chris was right. He was like, I have to start doing bringers. I don't even know if I'm.
See, at the beginning, I did do a lot of bringers.
Yeah.
I try to limit it to no more than 3 people.
Yeah.
Like I got offered a gig at a very big club, but they wanted me to bring like
20 people.
6 people, and I was like, that's still too much.
I don't even got that many friends, dude. And if the people I bring, they're gonna be in comedy, which is like
It's also those shows have a tendency to be bad, and I
Yeah.
don't want to force anybody who I'm friends with to go to a show that's probably not going to be very good, and
exactly
a show that's going to be very expensive because you have to pay for parking, got to pay for the ticket, you got to pay for a drink, food, all
show
that.
sucks.
Yeah. And the show's not good. I mean, they can be good. I've done some that are good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's, but yeah. And then they book too many people and stuff. I just don't want to. So unless it's like a very like reasonable amount.
I mean that's the one thing I don't like about.
I used to say yes to everything though.
I know, but I'm saying, no one's ever asked me, so I can't say yes or no. But I'm saying, like, a lot of the bringer shows are like, oh yeah, we'll have 20 comics on. You're like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, and then they ask you to bring like 20 people.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like,
just there to try to make money off of the comedians.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah.
But yeah,
But
I
there are
don't
a
know.
lot of great things about the LA comedy scene.
Here's my game plan right now is just to go to auditions at
Honey.
Flappers and get on one of those.
If
shows.
you go to the audition, they'll put you on a show, definitely.
Yeah, those are the 2 shows I've been on out of the 4 at one of the Uncle Clyde's.
Yeah, I've done Uncle Clyde twice. Once was really bad. Once was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Are there shows that are not bringers? Have you done any of those?
Oh, plenty. Yeah, tons.
Okay, so these people like build a brand for their.
Some of the times it's just a friend does a show, or they just ask you on one.
Okay. But I'm saying, how do they bring people if it's not a bringer? Or do they make the other comics?
Technically,
bring
it's the
people?
producer's job to do that.
Well, I know. but-
Like, I'll give him a shout out here. Freddie Bell. Have you met him at any mics?
No, put me up.
Great producer. And he never asks for bringers. He will say, like, hey, can you promote it or whatever. Like, he actually.
You should definitely promote it if you're a comedian.
No, I always promote.
Yeah.
Like I just had a conversation with him on the phone
Yeah.
a couple days ago, and he, very nice man, incredibly nice man. He just called and he said, "Hey, I'm not asking you to do any bringers, but this is a bigger one, so if you could just promote it more and see if one or two friends want to come, I'd really appreciate it."
And his shows are always.
His shows are always. I've done 2 shows with him now, and both of them were full.
Oh, nice, dude.
And they both were good. So I mean, hopefully.
And do you know if the audience were friends of the comics, or most of them are just like off the street?
I will say, so the first one I did with him, I did both Valentine's Days.
Hey.
One of them, I think one of the comics did invite a lot of them, but the last one I did a couple months ago,
Yeah.
it was at the Ice House, and I was just the opener. And there was like a special pack or something they had like for couples that day. It was like like a sweetheart pack or something.
Okay. That's how you got him into the door.
But there were people who, and maybe because it was in Pasadena, there were people who really wanted to laugh.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to see a good show. And I was the opener too, which is not a forgiving.
Sure. People are still sitting down.
Yeah. Well, no. They
Drink
They were
orders.
pretty much there by that time, and it mostly started on time. But again, there were people who wanted to see a comedy show.
Yeah.
And the set went. I mean, I wasn't the funniest person that night, but my set went well, which for an opening is
Yeah.
pretty good. And he actually called me the next day and said, "Hey, thank you for doing that spot." Like, again, he's a really great producer.
Yeah.
But like he kind of exemplifies what a producer should be doing.
Sure.
But in a lot of cases, they just want you to bring. Tons
Give
of
me a
people.
referral.
Give you a referral. Yeah, next time I see him,
Refer me.
if he asks.
That's what I need. I need my friends to refer me.
Yeah, but yeah, no. If anybody who's watching, I will be at Ice House on May 15th at 8 p.m. Friday Night Lights. That's me promoting the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
May 15th. What's the special occasion? Oh, it's just a regular show?
I think he's calling the show Friday Night Lights, and he said he just wants the comics to make it feel like you did when you were a kid and it was Friday night.
I see. At the Ice House?
Coast, yeah, it's at the Ice House May 15th at 8 p.m.
Boom.
That was an interesting segue.
All right, dude. Let's end it there. Thank you for coming, dude.
Hey, thanks for
You got
having me
anything
on.
just to promote your Insta?
I mean, yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Ganem McIntyre _ for real. And I also have my movie thing, the Ganem for real on Reels.
Do you put it on YouTube?
I put them on YouTube too, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see if I keep that.
Yeah, put your scripts online too, dude. You have a website? Do people
no,
use websites
I have a
anymore?
YouTube page, a TikTok, and an Instagram. I really got to start going back to my TikTok, though.
Yeah.
I stopped going on. I got to start
It
going
is a
back
lot.
to
I
it.
need to make a TikTok. But anyway, dude, thanks for coming out, dude.
Thanks
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your passion for movies. And we'll talk about Marvel next time.
Yeah, sure. We'll cover the 3 big nerd things.
Do you know what we should do?
What?
We should write a fan film together. And then we will read out the roles. Or like the treatment of the movie. That would be so sick.
You know, maybe one day. One
Yeah.
day. Let's
All
start
right.
with my dumb short film.
All right,
And
man.
see me at the Ice House on May 15th.
May 15th, Ice House. All right, thanks.